Hi, George. Early today. Maybe we'll see you on Friday. Good morning. Right, I'm going to get started because I still have to pack a bunch of things up. So what we're going to do today is this wreath here. And you have a couple different options, as always, how you want to do it. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do a line all the way around like this. Good morning. Is that Meg I see out of the corner of my eye? And then I'm going to have some things shooting off of here. Yeah, so we'll layer, 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 layer until it fills up the whole space. Of course, you could do almost like pine needles like we did on the last stitch along, which are just straight stitches that go all the way around. Good morning, Meg. We're gonna do a little detached chain stitch and some stem stitches and some straight stitches and some French knots. So we're really gonna mix it up with this one. So let me zoom her in. So I'm just going to do a stem stitch around the middle in brown, and then we're going to kind of layer on top 2 different colors of green. And we'll finish off with the bow. So the stem stitch, as always, make a little stitch with the loop and come up in the middle. And then the same stitch length as here to here, you'll go from here to here. And back up here. And we're just going to continue that all the way around. Just debating if I should turn the light on or not, or if this is good enough. So what is everyone up to this weekend? It's only Thursday and I'm already thinking about the weekend. Isn't that crazy? Today I've got to finish some Christmas gifts because the shop is closed. I finished all my orders. They're all in the post. I'm so excited. And then I've got to pack. We've got all of our gifts packed, except for the ones that I'm finishing after this, obviously. And then on Saturday at 4 a.m., we're going to the airport. I'm really excited. It feels like this Christmas season has just flown by. Meg is going to do the Christmas food shop and to go see their financial advisor. How exciting! And a big tidy up. Linda Hamill, hello. And then after we do our stem stitch, we're going to come back through and I'm going to make some lines. So all of these things that we're going to do are going to kind of come out like this. And they're going to go in this kind of direction. So clockwise. So I'm just going to make some straight stitches. Not real big ones. just some straight stitches, totally random. They don't have any kind of rhyme or reason, meaning, nothing like that. I'm gonna do some little berries at the end of this, at the very end. Meg, do you have turkey for Christmas? Does your family do turkey? Because we always do turkey for Thanksgiving, and then we do a big ham for Christmas, but I don't actually know what we're having this year. I also want to say that this is the first time I'm stitching this pattern up the same as you. So I don't know what it's going to look like. We'll see, won't we? Really stick them into your stem stitch though. You don't want them to be like floating. Like that one's a bit floaty. You can see. Ooh, Meg says normally we do chicken, but this year we're gonna go to my in-laws and having a pie, and then we're going out Boxing Day for a Christmas dinner. That sounds like so much fun. So you don't have much to do then as far as like cooking because you're going to your in-laws, or are you still cooking the dinner? Okay, and then I'm going to take 3 strands of this kind of dark but bright green. Is that a bit better? And then we'll do some detached chain stitch. Ooh, she says not this year. We're having a chilled out Christmas. That sounds so nice. We're staying at my parents' house, obviously, for the whole Christmas holiday. And everyone is coming to us. So we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to do anything. Have a glass of wine, relax. It'll be good. Or maybe make some orange juice and champagne things, you know? Oh, that's sweet. Mike says we normally have the in-laws at ours. So because of the packing, they volunteered to host us this year. Do you have like a, move-in date? Like you know when you're gonna get the new house? Okay, so now we're going to go back in with some detached chain stitches, just around in the circle. So the detached chain stitch, go up like this, make yourself a loop, go straight back down where you were, come up inside the loop, pull, this is a very, very, very long thread. Yeah, and then put it down just on the other side of the loop. So it looks like this. Now these are just gonna go all around, the same as the kind of stick looking things, all around both sides, just wherever. They don't have to be really close, they don't have to be really far. just kind of random. And of course you can make them over top of the middle part if you want to. So if you want to have them kind of overlapping the brown stem stitch that we did first. And just, I'm doing 3 strands for everything. So 3 strands for every single bit that I've done so far. Mike says, not yet. We're packing slowly. You can't live out of boxes with 2 young kids. It'll be at some point in the new year. Oh, absolutely. Just having a date is so nice though, because like you know that there's like light at the end of the tunnel. So we're just gonna go in every once in a while and do one of these. You make them bigger and smaller. I'm kind of doing one in between each of the sticks. But I realize that sometimes I do a pattern when I say don't do a pattern, or I say like make it random. And then of course I'll have done a pattern. Oh, I didn't get all the strands. Come on. Can you just come out of there? So obviously make sure that you get all your strands when you go through the loop, because otherwise you'll end up with this. And don't cut them. Like I've just done. I'll sort it out later. Fucking killing me. That ad was 31 minutes long. Like, are you joking? 31 minutes long. How? How is that okay? Ooh, Mike says we're near the exchange of contracts, but solicitors shut down tomorrow, so I'm told that they don't come back until the new year. Jeez, oh Pete's. That's a long break then, huh? For solicitors. I guess because banks shut down too, don't they? I think. Aren't like most banks shut down? Like loan lending offices and stuff. Back in business. Here we go. Back in 2015/16, when we were moving house. We moved in like January 5th or something. And it was crazy, like the same things. They kept saying like, yeah, you'll be in for Christmas, you'll be in for Christmas. And then like we obviously weren't. So don't forget to add some around the bow as well, or else it'll just have like a really big hole there. Or a gap. Man, today's not my day, I think. I even had my coffee, you know, woke up early. I need to start working out again though. I say again, I need to start working out, period. Yeah, Meg says they said the exact same thing as you. She says, I'm ready to get going now, fed up of being in a limbo. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because, like, you don't know what's happening. It's, like, not in your control. So, like, you can't just be like, hurry up, I want to move. You know, like, it's based on the other people. And then our neighbors keep saying that they're going to move. And they're putting their house on the market and then taking it off and then putting it on, taking it off. So now we're doing the inside. Of course, you could have done the inside and the outside at the same time, like one on each side. But I don't know. I tend to do it like this. So at this point, after you finish your detached chain stitches on the inside, you can go back with another color and do some straight stitches. And I will do that. I'm just giving you the next step in case you are quicker than me because of all of these knots and things. Oh, that's annoying. She says there's no chain. The house is empty. Just solicitors going slow. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Our solicitor was like really like patronizing. Like we had to fill out all these forms, like how much we spend each month. And he's like, how much do you spend on makeup? And I was like, literally nothing. Like I buy mascara probably once every 6 months. And he's like, you don't wear anything else. Are you kidding me? I was like, I'm not kidding you. What are you trying to say? Like maybe you need to learn how to speak to ladies about their finances. And then he's like, how about shopping? You must be going shopping a lot. And I'm like, no, don't do much shopping. Like around Christmas time, maybe, like in the sales and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I don't believe that. I'm going to put like 50 pounds for makeup a month and 50 pounds for shopping at least. And I was like, no, I said 0 and I mean 0. Like, he was so terrible. And then he moved to like a different place. So in the end, we had someone else. Like we only had him, sorry. We've only had him for one time. But man, it was just like, shut up. I'll tell you how I spend my money. Like, you're not here to give me a lecture. Like, come on. Mike says we've not had to do that. You're lucky then. Or thank goodness you didn't. It was so annoying. Just the whole time being like, questioning where we spent things. Like entertainment. Like how often do you go out to eat? Like, we get takeaway like maybe once a week. And it's usually McDonald's or the Chippy. So like it's not loads. He's like, I'll put like 100 pounds. Like, no. You're out of your mind if you think that we can spend 100 pounds on entertainment. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back in with just a lighter color. And I'm going to do 2 strands of this one because I want it to just be little. No, I'll do 1 strand maybe. Yeah, I just want like some little, a little like speck of something else, you know? And obviously you don't have to do all of this. You could always just do, you know, you could even do the brown as green and that would make it look more full as well. Meg says, I think I've spent 10 pounds every 3 months for makeup. The last makeup I bought, I'm not even joking you, is that mascara that you told me to get from Amazon. How long ago was that? I still have it. My mother-in-law says I should throw it away because it's old. And I was like, but there's still some in there. Like, why should I throw it away? I can still use it. She's like, it's bad for your eyes. Yeah, probably. Okay, so with this, I'm just adding some random little straight stitches in a lighter color to just make it look a little bit more alive. Yeah, months ago, she says. Definitely. And you could add more of these or less of these. It's totally up to you. And you can see where the hole that I've made, I'm like not necessarily sticking to that because I've noticed that this right here, you kind of want to keep it almost like a donut, you know? You don't want to have like the bottom to be really, really full and then the top to be like quite thin. So I've just like mirrored the top and the bottom together. So it looks like the bow is kind of covering some of it, because it is covering some of it. Not gonna lie, this is looking way better than I thought. I mean, like I knew it would look good, but when I made the outline, I thought, I don't know about that. Maybe I'll change it to something else. Thanks, Meg. She said it looks amazing. I can't wait to see everyone's. Like a couple people have gone like way, like done way different stitches than what I did. And that is totally fine. I think it looks so cool that people have like chosen their own or decided to go like in a different direction or a different way. I can't wait to see what people do with this one. And I'm planning National Embroidery Month, Stitch Along. I'm excited for that. And that's in February. So I might do like a really simple free one and then do like a paid one as well, because I feel like the whole point of National Embroidery Month is like to get more people stitching. But I do give out a lot of information, so I might just do 2. Okay. I just pulled this out, of course. So let's put that back in. And I'm going to go straight to the wreath because you can always add the berries a little bit later with the French knots if you want. So I'm going to go straight to the wreath. And I am just going to satin stitch the whole thing. So I'll do a bit of direction with it and then outline it after. And I probably won't film the outlining just because it's just a regular back stitch and you probably don't want to see that. So the middle, I'm going to go straight. And these ones, I'm going to go sideways. Sideways. Of course, you could do like a split stitch or even like long and short stitch if you wanted to. Swear to fuck that it's got so many commercials. It's only a 34-minute video. So why you got commercials like every 10 times? I'm going to start making my own YouTube videos. And then these ones will just go in a little bit. And these ones are straight down. It looks crazy when you do it like that, doesn't it? But for some people, it is helpful. How long is this thread? See, I'm just grabbing them out of the box, and I really, really, really should cut them because look how long this is. But that's all right, you know? Okay, real quick before I forget, tomorrow the stitch along will be the exact same time as it normally is, 10 a.m. in the morning, that's a.m. And then Saturday, we are leaving really early to go to the airport, 4 a.m. early. So obviously no one is up at that time, so I'm not going to do a stitch along at that time. So I'll do the stitch along when I get to America that evening. So it might be too late for people in England to tune in. I'll check what time we land and tell you like exactly what time that I can do it. But I'm not skipping a day, so it'll definitely be someday or sometime on Saturday. And I think what we're gonna do is come home from the airport, and then I think we might go out to eat or something. And then that evening I'll do it. I'm just thinking we might have to do 2 on Sunday if it's too late. I'm just thinking about delays in the flight delays, you know. Last time we were delayed like 4 or 5 hours, so that wasn't good. So if that happens, it's going to be way too late to even do it. It'll be nighttime, like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we'll see, but either way, I will do it. It is the presents. Maybe I'll pre-record it, so at least you have it. I might do that actually. And then you guys don't have to like wait for me. But I want to do some lives in America as well, so that people in the States can tune in at a reasonable hour. So we're just doing a little satin stitch. Remember to follow the shape. So it's got like a triangle at the bottom. Make sure you like make your stitches shorter to fill that in. And you'll be happy to know that I'm fighting off my cold. It hasn't come yet, so it must be the wine in the evenings. No, because I'm having all these vegetables and vitamin C and stuff. Oh. Let's do one in the middle. And then we'll do out like this, just a couple for the under, the inside of the bow. I've had about 3 or 4 people ask me about Patreon and about moving my pattern of the month stuff to Patreon, but I'm just not sure, you know? How cute is this bow though? Like, I think it's so cute. Let me tell you, your guys' hoops are looking so good. It's so fun to see everybody stitch them up. I'm kind of making it up a little bit because I've stitched over, drawn over the lines. So we'll just make her up. I think we need one more up here. To fill it in. There we go. And we'll go down here and then we'll be finished. We'll have to outline it still, but. Yes, Meg. I find this like so peaceful, like listening to some little music, stitching. Oh, good. Yeah. Perfect. So peaceful. Absolutely killing me. Are they trying to get me to pay or something? Is that what this whole deal is with the YouTube ads? Ooh, Christmas 24. Is that a show? Is that the one that does like all of like the Hallmarky type Christmas movies? Not show, channel. My dad loves the Hallmark Channel in the States. And it's always those shows where like, you know, they're going to end up together. He loves it. He's like, oh, this one's really good. I'm always like, Dad. I haven't watched any yet. Oh. Dropped it. Whoopsies. Okay. Cheesy romance. Do you know what? David made me watch Bridget Jones's Diary the other day. I've never seen it before. And then we watched the second one. And then we didn't watch the last one yet. But it's funny. Very cheesy. But he was like right into it. I was like, well, okay. Have you seen the show before? Do you love it? And he's like, yeah, I've seen it. It's really good. I've not watched them, period. Like, at all. Ever. Okay. I'm going to use the silver color of the Marlet thread from Anchor. This one. I've been showing it all week. And I finally just need to use it because I've been looking at it over there and it's just been staring at me. I watched Love Actually the other day as like a little intro. And then I think I might watch Elf today because that's quite a cute film. I don't think I've seen The Holiday. Someone told me it wasn't very good, so I've been just like avoiding it. I'm just going to do a regular old back stitch and see how that looks. Nope, don't really like it. Oh, Meg says she thinks The Holiday is good, so maybe I should watch it. Nope, don't like this at all. If you're going to outline with a fancy thread, I would definitely do stem stitch. Because, sorry, again, I don't like that you can see how I've outlined it. Maybe I'll just save that for later, and then you guys don't have to watch. Another one. Another freaking commercial. I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. Okay. I think I'll leave it as that because it's already been 40 minutes. And I'll just do the middle part for you to watch. The middle part of the bow, just in case you wanted to look. Okay, so we'll do the middle part quickly just so you can see how it would look. And it's just the same little stem stitch that we did before, but you're gonna make really, really, really tiny stitches. And it makes a more smoother line. Now, you can also do a whipped back stitch, but I don't like sliding the needle under each of the stitches when I already have the middle filled in, because it's really easy to snag your needle and the look of it is very, very similar. So I don't like to whip it if I have lots of stitches already down, which here I do. The only thing that I would suggest with stem stitch is you're gonna have to do the loop on the big hump. You know, so for here, the loop would be on the top. For down here, the loop will be on the bottom. And that just looks so much nicer than having to see each of the individual stitches for the back stitch, especially for shiny thread. So keep it in mind. I'm obviously going to do the whole thing, but I won't make you sit there and watch it. But there's a knot right there. So you're just going to go wherever the hump is on the top of it. I'm using just one strand of the silver color thread. You could probably use 2 strands of any other color thread if you wanted to do black, or if you wanted to do even like a light gray. You could do a darker red or a lighter red. You can make the bow more realistic by adding it darker here and lighter at the tip. There's so much that you can do with these little guys. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed enjoyed watching me make this super complicated, like I always do. But like I say, you can do as little or as much as you want. So you don't have to do all of these steps. Of course, stop whenever you feel like it, you know? If you think it's done now, and do it that way. So yeah. Obviously smaller stitches on the curves than I did, because you can see them a little bit there. And then don't forget this little area to show the inside of the bow. And then after that, I'm gonna let you go. So I hope you guys have a lovely Thursday. Like I said, I'm finishing all of my gifts today. All the orders are packed and gone, so you'll get them soon. And yeah, tag me in your videos if you do a video, or your stories, or your posts. And I will speak with you tomorrow. Yes. One side of the bow finished. All right. Enjoy your day. Bye.